Guys, welcome back here to Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel today. And guys, today we're going to be talking about buzzbaits in the month of May. May is a great month of the year, to fish a buzzbait. There's a couple tricks that will help you catch a lot more fish during May and really into early June on a buzzer. Going to go over that in today's video, and definitely think it's going to add up to some really nice action for you on buzzbait fishing. Also, guys, before we get started, you probably heard me talking about this quite a bit over the past week, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that you guys know I'm working with Kastking now, Kastking reels, and they've got this brand new reel that they just introduced. This is the Kastking ALTI bait cast reel. This thing, guys, is next to impossible to backlash because they got this Halo Vortex braking system on it, all titanium spools, the first reel ever made with an all titanium spool, light as a dang feather, 11 ball bearings. You guys will just love this reel, man. I just absolutely love it. It's so fun to fish. So I'll put the Kastking link in the description. Also, guys, if you get one, they give a free spool of line if you do buy the reel, and if you use my promo code Randy10, you get an additional discount on it. So really good buy, guys. I think they retail for $229, but with the promo code you'll get them less than that. So I'll put the Kastking link in the description of this video if you guys would like to pick one up there. And also, guys, real quick, we still do have the May sale on my Solar Bat Signature Series glasses, guys, but RB2s and 3s. 40% off, guys, this month, including prescription lenses. If you got prescription lenses, 40% off. And if you use the promo code RandyB on these, you get free shipping and handling. So I'll put that in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of this video, and the Solar Bat link. Really appreciate that. Okay, guys, buzzers, to me, it's like there's three windows for a buzzbait to work good. One is you got some pre-spawn buzzbait fishing. Then it sort of dies off a little bit during the spawn, and then you got a post-spawn window, and then you got another fall time window. So that's about the only 3 times a year that I fish a buzzbait. I fish a buzzbait in March and early April. I fish it in May, and I fish it again like in October and early November. That is my buzzbait season. It's not saying that I can't catch one in the summer on it, but that's just the 3 times of the year that I do the best. And every single season, you know, if you're talking about the pre-spawn like in March, you're talking about water temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, around 60. If you're talking about, the buzzbait fishing in May, a lot of times you're talking about water temperature in the 70s, and then it could be in the 50s and 60s in the spring. But specifically, guys, what I want to talk about is the water temperature in the 70s, May time buzzbait fishing, you know, how you want to do it. Okay, first of all, there's one of the things that you got to understand about buzzbait fishing is that a buzzer is a reaction bait. You know, it's probably the ultimate reaction bait, and they've been around forever. It's like buzzbaits have been around since the mid-70s. It really surprises me also because this is one bait that really telegraphs itself. It's got a very, very distinguishable sound to it. I always thought that the bass would get conditioned to it, but it's a situational bait, don't get me wrong, but it still produces really good fish even to this day. And based upon the conditions, as far as the water temperature and the water clarity, sort of the mood of the fish, that's going to dictate how you want to fish a buzzer. So let's give you guys some tips and advice on fishing a buzzbait during the month of May. First of all, in the pre-spawn, I like a dark buzzer, like the black buzzer, but in May, I want a shad pattern. So I'm either using some type of a pearl or white buzzbait, usually with a gold or silver blade on it. You know, a lot of the shad spawn in May, so this is a great shad spawn imitator. Number one tip that I'll give you guys is use some type of a shad pattern buzzer in the month of May. It'll really get you a lot more bites. The second with that, now this is like the big trick that I have learned about buzzbait fishing in May over all the years, is this is the time of year that you want to fish a buzzbait fast. In the pre-spawn, I'm crawling that thing just barely over, like blub, 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 blub. But this time of year, guys, I'm working this thing fast across the surface. So I'm gonna throw it out there, and I'm gonna keep my rod tip high, and I'm gonna reel it pretty fast like that with a stop and go retrieve. So it's like, just like that. Just about reeling about like that. You don't want to reel it just like with a steady retrieve. You want to use this fast stop and go retrieve to keep it jerking along the surface like that. And there's something about the water temperature and the fish being in that shallow water that fast retrieve will really trigger those strikes a lot better. Now, There are some exceptions to that as far as the exact speed of retrieve. And this is the key in May, is getting this exact speed of retrieve. If you have water visibilities that are over 2 foot, this is when you need to use the fast stop and go retrieve. You know, that the clearer water situation. But if you get dirtier water, say for example, you got water visibility about 1 foot, you have to slow it down just a little bit, but you're still using the stop and go, but you're doing more of like a medium stop and go retrieve, because in that dirty water, those fish cannot track that bait as good as they can in clear water. So it's all relative to your water clarity. But I really like buzzbait fishing. To me, about 2 foot of clarity is perfect for it. That's what I really look for, you know, during the month of May. It just seems like that's when they bite it the best. Another thing about buzzbait fishing, guys, is this is the time of year you want a low light condition with it. That is why this whole shad spawn bite is usually an early morning deal. It's pretty much over by about 10 o'clock in the morning during the month of May. So right off the bat, guys, is you need to run as many shady banks as you can. Try to set up on those banks. Look at the way the sun's coming down. Look at the way the sun angle's hitting the bank, and try to run as many of those shady banks that you can, throwing this thing right on the bank. This is the key, guys. A lot of those fish that are feeding on those shad that are spawning, those shad will spawn right on the bank. And these fish will get in really, really shallow water in the month of May. So make sure you throw the buzzer right to the bank, and just use that stop and go retrieve, either medium or medium fast, depending upon your water clarity. Now, some of the best areas for it, guys, you can't go wrong with riprap. Shad love to spawn on riprap. Riprap is deadly for a buzzbait right off the bat in the morning in May. Poppers are also good, but you know, you can catch them on a buzzer good too. Dock corners are really good. Fishing this thing along a shady dock corner, and then finally just getting back in those same areas where those fish were spawning at. If you know some places where the fish traditionally spawn in your lake, just get in there with the buzzbait and cover water around that whole area. I have caught some good ones too, also parallel and bluffs in the month of May with that. But the main thing is, like, there's 2 things to remember more than anything else, is cover water, use the shad pattern, and use that medium to medium fast to fast stop and go retrieve. Most of the time with this buzzer, guys, I throw it on my flipping stick with 20-pound test fluorocarbon line. And the reason I throw it on a flipping stick is I can pitch and flip that buzzbait in some tight areas. Like if there's you know, a boat dock and there's a boat in the boat slip, I can pitch it, you know, down that slip. I can pitch it down next to the dock. I can pitch it back underneath an overhanging tree. And you know, the flipping stick gives me a good hook set on as well. And then the fluorocarbon line will give me a little bit of a stretch with it, instead of using, a lot of guys use braid on a buzzer. I don't really care for that. I don't like the way it feels on there. But anyway, guys, May is a great month for buzzbait. Really good time to fish it. Most of the time I'm fishing just like a medium-sized buzzbait, like a 3/8 or ½ ounce is a good size for it. I usually go bigger during the pre-spawn, like the big 3/4 ounce ones, and I usually go small in the fall time, like a little 1/4 ounce or a 3/8. But just the traditional ½ ounce buzzbait is really good in the month of May. Another color, I have caught a few on chartreuse too. It's like if you have a day that's like really cloudy and rainy, sometimes I've done pretty good on chartreuse. And that's another thing about it, guys. This is always going to be better on a rainy day. There's probably very few months out of the year where rain and low light conditions don't play a greater role than they do in May. Certain times of the year, your light intensity doesn't impact topwater fishing all that much. In the month of May, it really does. So you really need low light days, rainy days, or shady banks for this to work. So anyway, guys, give it a try. It's a good way to catch quality fish. I will put my buzzbait link and my tackle warehouse link in the description of this video. If you guys would like to use my link to get you some buzzers, that'll get you some tackle and help the channel out too. And I really appreciate that too. We'll talk later, guys.